Hello, lovely people. This is Nicole.
And this is Samantha.
With the power of we are here to switch it up and teach you about business, relationships, and how to not only survive, but make it in Los Angeles.
In each episode, we will have top influential guests from the world of real estate. We work hard.
We stage hard.
And we get it done.
The power of we.
We are back once again.
We are back.
I am so excited, aren't you?
Yeah, I actually love coming on this podcast and just being able to talk to so many cool people. It's so fun.
It's crazy. And you know what? I'm so really excited because I am looking hot. I'm finally, my skin
Swear
is
to God,
finally...
we're sitting in makeup and hair and everyone's like, wow, you look really good.
Right? I'm so happy. I looked awful for a little
maybe
while.
Like 30s now.
I know, but my skin was so dry. I was like, ugh.
I know, when you're getting your makeup done, I was like, wait, who's that?
I know, you guys were so excited. I was like, damn, I'm on fire today.
What is it?
It's called NAD. Just wait. I cannot wait. Why don't you introduce our new guest?
Melanie is a registered nurse and entrepreneur with a deep passion for helping people feel better, look better, and perform at their best. Her journey into functional medicine began when her soon-to-be ex-husband went back to medical school to specialize in the field. Rather than standing on the sidelines, Melanie immersed herself in the learning process, studying alongside him, conducting her own research, and pushing herself to master the intricacies of patient care. Her practice is unique in that she takes a highly personalized approach. NAD, though, because I've read a lot about this, and I don't know, it's like the new thing, right? Everyone's saying it's supposed to help with like skin elasticity.
Yeah, you need to explain it.
All right, let me explain
in 20-second form.
First of all, it's not new. It's been around for, 25, 30 years that we've been using in the States. But we started using it for addiction because it flicks off addiction from the receptors in your brain.
Oh, I didn't know
that. Then they started studying it for Alzheimer's because it controls the myelin sheath in your neurons. But we've just figured out along the way that it's good for all aging. It turns on something called your sirtuin genes, which is your aging genes.
Wow.
But it's responsible for 1,000 different reactions. It's something you already have in your body, but when you're around 35, it starts declining.
Got it.
So it's something that you need to boost for longevity and overall general well-being.
And I will tell you, I was like, this girl's bullshitting me. But until today, I was like, wow, everyone thinks I look younger.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? It's popular for a reason.
Really I know, and you look on her Instagram, everyone's like, NAD. And I even asked, what the hell is NAD?
I know, yeah.
So is there a difference between getting an IV NAD or taking
great question.
Orally?
Yeah, so this is kind of a complicated question, but I do it all. I import it from South Africa because they can't do it in America. But so an injection is a small boost that just goes directly without having to filter through your liver and all those things. But it comes back down again. So oral NAD, don't ever get it offline because it gets destroyed in your gut instantly.
Interesting.
Yeah, you always say that.
Mine is a special formula that comes in a bullet casing.
I've seen it. It's pretty, too.
Yeah, people say they feel like they're swallowing jewelry.
Yeah.
But it bypasses your stomach, gets absorbed in your intestines.
Okay.
So that keeps the levels up on a daily level.
Okay.
So if you want to go boost it even higher with an IV, which is 1,000 milligrams usually, then you keep your levels up with the oral. So...
And what is it good for, like, brain clarity? I've heard that.
Absolutely. I hear that all the time.
That's great.
Yeah, you should read some of my testimonials on they talk about...
Well, I'm going to start taking it, so I'll be a testimonial myself.
Well, how old are you?
Yeah, she's
26.
like 5. What are you talking about?
You don't need it.
Not yet. Calm down. She's a product girl.
I mean...
No, not yet. Calm down.
Yeah, I would save your money.
Wait.
Fine.
Yeah, trust me.
You're good
wait.
for now.
All right.
Yeah, so... I'm sorry, but I have to get into the whatever the hell I'm taking. It works on this girl, doesn't work on me ever.
What are we talking about?
We're talking. You were on.
We're jumping into weight loss.
Yeah, I have to get there because
so I'll be honest,
this bitch is on the same thing I am.
Semaglutide.
Or was it trizepatide?
No,
the other one's tirzepatide.
I was on that one.
Right.
For a little bit, and I mean, I did lose a significant what
do you mean? You're like a stick.
Yeah. And I mean, it worked for me.
It doesn't work for me.
But I know there's a lot of
Why doesn't
back
it
and
work
forth.
for some people?
So-
What am I doing?
So unfortunately, every human being has their own set of genes, genetics, and epigenetics.
Right.
Yes.
So everyone reacts completely different to every single molecule on the planet.
Right.
I wish that it was everybody just was like her.
Yeah.
But there is a cohort that is very stubborn, and some it just does not work at all.
Yeah.
So maybe you're just one of those people. But,
Yeah.
but you've started losing, I think, this last couple of weeks.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's the berberine or...
The couple, yeah, I'm like 1 pound a week.
Yeah.
That's
well,
how it
well, that's
starts,
more
though.
than you'd probably do on your own.
And you know, I mean,
So people like talk about this like there's like two, I don't know, either people say it's like so bad for you and they don't know what's
Yes.
gonna happen, it's gonna cause all these issues, or people
Right.
say that like I've heard it's good for like addiction, people who have addiction and like withdrawals and all that stuff. So from
let's
like
talk
a
about that.
science perspective, what's the
All right.
truth?
So let's clear that up. So we've been using versions of these for decades
Okay.
in a very sick population, obese type 2 diabetics.
Right.
So if scary things have not come out in all those decades with that sick population,
Right.
and now we've got the entire world on it, I
Yeah.
mean the entire world,
Yeah.
and doing stupid doses,
Yeah.
like high doses, people that don't know what they're doing. They're
Yeah.
getting it from their trainer in a gym.
right.
And it's still not that scary. I think we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's a
it
good
does
point.
have a lot of collateral benefits like inflammation. It gets rid of the centers in your brain that make you compulsive,
Interesting.
like eating.
Yeah.
But it also works for sex addiction and
Yeah.
alcohol addiction. I felt it myself.
I stopped vaping like when I was
Yeah.
young. I could not stop vaping for like 10 years.
I've had people that stop smoking.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's good
interesting.
for that. It has a lot of good benefits to it. It makes your cells not stick to your vessel walls, which we all need.
That's good.
It's like one of the biggest things you can do for longevity.
It's interesting because that's why I came to you, because I went to someone that just like gave it to me like it was a drug deal.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, I don't know what to do with myself.
Of course.
And I was a mess.
Yeah.
And, little, I could see little by little. But I like how you do the whole thing, like, the aging process, the diet. And she kept saying the same thing to me. Where's your eating log? I'm terrible at following directions. That's probably why I don't do
What do
it.
you
You're a busy
recommend?
woman, I
Is it
get
like a high protein is really good when you're on that?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
you
So
have-
let's talk about that.
yeah. So when you lose weight, any way you lose weight, doesn't
Yeah.
matter what you're doing to lose weight, you can and will lose muscle. It's all kind of intertwined. It's not separate. We're not just, oh, here's my muscle over here, here's my fat over here.
Yeah.
It's somewhat intertwined. But to reserve as much muscle as you can while you're losing weight, because your body will want to snatch the amino acids out of your muscle and shrink your muscle. It's just the way it goes. Then you increase your protein and you lift weights and you won't have a problem.
Interesting.
Yeah,
That's
So
totally
cardio
fine.
isn't as important.
I mean, look, you want to do cardio for your
Yeah.
brain and heart,
Right.
but it's not for weight loss.
Interesting.
Really?
And I feel like for a long time that was like the main thing everyone says you need to
Yeah.
run to lose weight. You
Run,
need to
run,
and
run,
do
run.
cardio.
Well, it helps,
Yeah.
but think about how many calories you're burning. I
Yeah.
mean, we don't even consider
point.
counting calories anymore.
Yeah.
We've just evolved in our knowledge over time. Like if
Right.
you weren't alive probably, but in the 90s it was fat free.
Right.
And we would just eat packages of frozen fat free.
Yeah,
And thought that
exactly.
we were doing something
Fat-free
healthy.
yogurt. I would
Yeah.
go to the yogurt store. I'd get the biggest fat-free yogurt, and I'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to lose weight."
Exactly. Now we know
That's funny.
it's all, not all, calories still do matter,
Yeah.
but 100 calories in a donut is a lot different than 100 calories in a filet.
Right, that's a
right.
good point.
So your body reacts differently to
Yeah.
those two substances. It's all about not spiking your insulin because the serum of the glucose goes straight into fat cells.
Yeah. So,
So-
then when people go off, sorry, I have a lot of
Yeah,
questions.
I know.
When people go off of like whatever, any of these types
That's
of
a great
Ozempic,
question.
Like I found like for a while I started to get cravings again. How do you recommend like combating that?
That's a great segue for your berberine.
Well, yeah, but let's just start at the basics, right? Because everything starts at basics. And then all these other little accoutrements, like my berberine,
Yeah.
is something to help. But the
I've heard that
basics,
stuff is great.
so the basics are, while you're losing weight, why all those cravings are being tamped down by the GLP-1. That's why I worked so hard with my patients to change their palate during that time.
Makes sense, yeah.
So I don't let anybody have any kind of sweetened anything if sugar is their problem.
Yeah, that's a nightmare for me, by the way.
If it's potato chips, I look at their food log and I say, okay, you had potato chips at 5 o'clock 3 days in a row. What's going on at 5 o'clock in your life? Let's figure it out.
Yeah.
What's triggering you to do this?
Yeah.
So you're learning about food, your triggers, what works with your body while I have you on the GLP-1.
Interesting.
Then when you come off, which I wean you off, and start figuring out, okay, where's she slipping,
Yeah.
I don't let you just go. I don't
Yeah.
just cold turkey you.
Yeah.
But a good way to maintain that glucose stabilization that you were getting from the GLP-1 is my berberine. So those two things together, my patients don't gain their weight back.
So you asked the question for free right now. What do you need to know about after you've been off of it?
That was the question. Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Did you miss that whole thing?
you missed the whole answer.
I kind of was spacing out for a second
Oh, that's
because
funny.
I didn't don't follow the directions. No, I'm just
Oh, I
kidding.
know.
Yeah. No, I think it's good to know. It's
Yeah.
good to know.
Yeah.
And also, I think working out is just a big part of it. Like, 'cause
course.
I
Yeah.
did notice,
Yeah.
like, muscle mass does, when you start losing weight, you lose muscle too.
And I
It's,
feel like that's
inevitable.
why I broke my foot when I was on the triapazoid or whatever, and I was on 7.5, but I was weak.
Yeah.
But I was
gotta
on
do
it
it
for a
right.
year.
You have to do it
Yeah,
correctly.
So how'd
it's
you
really
get into
important.
this?
Well, I'm going through divorce, so I can't talk about that.
You can't talk about it? No. Okay. Well, that's good, right?
Well, do you love your
yeah.
career or what?
The reason I became so popular is because I was working with the molecule, the peptide, before Ozempic came out.
Oh.
And I get a lot of celebrities like ready for movies.
Nice.
And I became like this underground
Well, that's cool.
weight loss person that could take you to the brink of death for a movie.
Wow.
Can you share any of those or no?
And let's see. I mean, you'll just have to go on my Instagram because I can't remember who is vocal about it and who isn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Most
Nice.
aren't.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
That's
sure.
true. But it's great that you can do that. Like
Yeah,
you
that's
have the
cool.
ability to do that. And I can see why, because when I came in I was so frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this girl's never going to be able to help me either. And I literally started to just like today, honestly, or last week when I said, I weigh this, and you go, you lost 2 pounds.
Yeah.
But to me, I was so pissed I didn't lose 6 pounds, 7 pounds. Like, well, this shit isn't working.
Well, it
And
is
you were like,
working.
calm down. Or it's step by step for some
Right.
people.
It is.
And that's like with
Yeah.
anything in life, really. Mm-hmm. You
It's a
know,
process with some people.
I'm always on speed, rushing to the next thing.
Yeah.
So
Can't do that with your health.
no,
That's true.
that's really cool.
So it
though, that
also
you're-
like all this stuff benefits like overall well-being and mental health as well. You think?
I hear that, and I think it's because your brain uses glucose,
Mm-hmm.
and when you stabilize that and stop pinging your brain with glucose up and
Yeah.
down, up and down,
Yeah.
you just feel a little bit more steady.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, you've done such great things
I
for
know.
people and giving back to the community and to individuals. What is on your radar, your next bucket list?
Well, right now I'm building a telehealth so that I can help
Nice.
people, easier all over the country. I mean, I
That's
treat
great.
people all over the country now, but it's more difficult.
Right.
And I'll be offering just a lot of different things prescription wise.
Uh-huh.
And I love my supplements because it's a inexpensive way to do these things.
Right.
Not everybody has all this money.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's really dear to
true.
my heart is to
Yeah.
help people that can't really afford a GLP-1
Right.
Yeah.
or
Exactly.
tolerate it. Some people can't tolerate it.
Yeah.
Right,
That's true.
right. And let's go back to that berberine stuff that I just started.
Yeah.
So what's the percentage that's working for you?
I'm shocked at how well it's working.
Really?
Yeah, the feedback has just been amazing. Like I even had this lady who was type 1 diabetic started and told me that she could stop taking her insulin because it's controlling her glucose so well.
That's crazy.
incredible.
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
Wow.
And then I have so many GLP-1 users who have topped out on the Ozempic and the Mounjaros and who have just not lost a pound in a
Exactly.
year.
Interesting.
And frustrated. And I put them on the berberine and they're losing 2 pounds a week now.
that's great.
Wow.
I'm
natural.
shocked.
Isn't
Yeah.
it natural?
It's plant derived.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you take it in the morning and at night.
Yes.
And you know what? Honestly, I'm so sensitive with drugs, and I don't feel anything.
No, it's not like a stimulant.
No, but I don't care. I feel every time I took something that had to do with the diet, I was always like, ugh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
that's why I made
So,
it.
Yeah.
I know.
That's incredible.
It's really cool that I mean, I know how passionate you are. And, listeners, if you don't know her, you got to check her out. Can you tell them how to get a hold of you?
Well, my website is the word 12-28.com, but my Instagram is not easier. It's the word 12, the number 20, and then the word 8 again. 1228.
And trust me, if you're looking to be so healthy and take care of yourself naturally, she's the person to come to. Right?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, thank you for being on
you
the Power
so much.
of
Oh
We.
my gosh, thank you for having me.
Yes.
You guys are
So wonderful.
awesome. I love you both
Yay.
so much.
Love you.